Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn one of the most important concepts in SDTM programming. That is how to convert the originally captured result to the standard format and populate the STRESN variable. Whether you are working with lab data, vital signs, or any finding domain, unit conversion and standardization are key to generating CDISC compliant dataset. I will walk through the logic and we will see the real SAS code and explain how to automate these conversions using a lookup dataset. So let's get started. Now let's take an example of the VS dataset. In this VS dataset, we can see that we have the test as the height, temperature, and weight. The originally captured unit for height is in centimeters as well as in inches, whereas for temperature it is Fahrenheit and for weight it is lb. So right now these are the conventional units, and if we want to convert the captured results into the standard unit format, which is the SI unit, we have to know what is the standard unit and what is the conversion factor. So in this example, for height, we know that for clinical studies, we use the centimeter as the standard unit for height, and for temperature, we have the degree Celsius. Weight, it is for a weight, we use the kg as the standard unit. So now to simplify our process, and instead of using if then else statements in our code, what we will do is we can create a conventional dataset or the lookup dataset for this purpose in our study. So right now, from the CRF as well and from the data as well, you can get to know that for which test series, what is the original result unit. And based on that, you can create this lookup table. So in this case, right now, I'm creating this lookup table only for height and weight. Why I have not created for temperature, I will come back to that in a few minutes. So now in this case, what I'm doing is I'm creating a lookup table where I've defined the VS test CD, VS ORRESU, and the VS stress U and its conversion factor. The test CD and the ORRESU information will come from your dataset as well as the CRF form. So in this example, we know that height is captured in centimeters and in inches. But since in this study we want to convert the height in centimeters as the standard unit, so we only have created one data line for height where we are saying that the test CD is height, but the unit for the captured unit is in inches and we want the standard units in centimeters. And the last column here, which we have the conversion factor, you can see that this value is that one, if we want to convert 1 inch into 1 centimeter, how it will be. So if we multiply by 2.54, then the value for this will convert this value into centimeters. Similarly, for weight also, here we have captured from the data or CRF what is the originally captured unit, which was LB in this case, and we want to convert it to kg, which is kilogram. So we have defined the same values as our original unit and the standard unit in this lookup table and with its conversion factor. So in this way, right now you can create your lookup table. Now let's go to the code which we can use to convert this captured data in your standard format and can have the VS STRESC, STRESN variables with their stress units also being populated. So right now, to use this lookup table, first of all, we have to make sure that the raw data set and the lookup table are sorted in a proper format. And in this case, the common variable between these two is the test CD and the originally captured unit, which is VSORRESU. So what we have done is we have sorted these two data set by these two variables and we want to merge them, because if we merge them, we will have the information of the standard unit and its conversion factors both in one row, and we can easily convert the captured value, which is the ORRES value, and create the STRESN value. So right after sorting both the data sets in a proper order, here we merge the data set, and since we want the raw data set records in our final data set. So that's why we have to keep the if a condition here. So now coming back to the part where we said that for temperature, we are not mentioning the, we have not used the temperature lookup in this lookup. Why? Because if we have the temperature in Fahrenheit, the formula to convert the Fahrenheit to degree is that we have to subtract 32 from the value in Fahrenheit, and then the resultant value should be multiplied by 5 and divided by 9. So to achieve this, we cannot define a particular value as we can define for the other values here without knowing the original result value in Fahrenheit. So because of that, this is not feasible in this case and has not been added in the lookup table. So to counter this, what we have done is that only for the temperature test CD, we have added a section that if when we are selecting the VS test CD, if the temperature if the value in the VS test CD is temperature, then we are applying the condition that we have to check the units. If the units is in Fahrenheit, only then apply this condition that we are creating the STRESN using the formula, which is the value in Fahrenheit minus 32 multiplied by 5 divided by 9, and the stress unit, the standard units, be populated as degree Celsius or Celsius here. And if the original unit is not F, then we are just copying the value which we have in the VS ORRES and the VS ORRESU in the respective standard numeric result value and its units. Otherwise, now since this is the section only we can use for the case such as the temperature, and since we have already created the conversion factors in our lookup table, we can use this lookup table and using the otherwise condition here, which means that the records where the test CDs other than temp, that is the temperature, do this. So what we are doing here is that we are checking whether the conversion factor variable is missing or not. And if it is not missing, that means we have to use the conversion factors, because we are merging the data set based on the test CD and the ORRSU, and in ORRSU we are only having the conventional units, we are not having the standard units. So when this data set will be merged with this, say for example in height, since we do not have height in centimeters where the ORRESU is in centimeter in this data set, there will be only a merge created between the second record and this record in the lookup. So for this first record, the resultant data set will have the conversion factor as missing. So using that logic, if the conversion factor is not missing, that means that we have to convert the result into the standard format. We are applying the condition that we use the standard the captured result and multiply it with the conversion factor variable here, which we have created, and generate the VS stress N. And similarly, we can populate the VS stress U column from the conversion data set, which is coming in our merge here to populate the VS stress U in the resultant data set. And the second case is that if the conversion factor is missing, then we only want to create the VS ORRES same as what in the VS stress N, and similarly for the standard unit. So in this way, you can achieve this format. And once we have derived the standard numeric result, we can easily create the standard character result by just converting the numeric format to a character format and populating in the stress C variable here. So if we apply this code, let's see what will be the resultant data set. So right now you can see that the first 4 columns are same what we had in the VS raw data set which we started with, and when we merge with the lookup table, you can see the VS stress U unit, the standard unit, is coming, and the conversion factor is missing when the standard unit and the original units are same. So in this case, from this logic, this concept is used in this program, and when the conversion factor is not missing, we are just going ahead with the conversion factor value, multiplying it with the VSORRES value and getting the standard result here. So in this way, you can achieve the conversion in the finding domain datasets. That's all for today. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on SDTM domains, ADAM, and clinical SAS programming. Comment below if you want us to cover a specific domain or topic next. Thanks for watching.